Lupakan saja masa hadapan paling utama. Jika sukarnya tidak terkata, carilah teman, luahkan rasa. Manalah tahu kisahnya sama. Jalan keluar akan dijumpa. Hari tak cerah tanpa mentari, juga tak subur pohon di bumi. Begitu juga diri sendiri, perlukan sinar untuk berseri.
Assalamualaikum and good evening, dear listeners. I'm DJ Shaura, your announcer for today's session, and you guys are listening to IIUM FM. Hopefully, our listeners are having a wonderful day as we are currently on the 9th day of Ramadan. Right, so before we start today's session, I want to invite our guests today in the studio. They are the organizing committee for an event that is very related with the month of Ramadan and will surely benefit the participants. I welcome Brother Azhan, Program Manager, and Brother Adam, Representative Committee for Science Behind Fasting Talk for SOFI Stellar Ramadan, organized by Secretariat of Fiqh and SOFI. Hello and welcome to IMFM, guys. Right, thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Right, do you guys want to introduce yourselves to the listeners?
Okay, so start dengan Muzaini.
Okay, my name is Adam Al-Muzani bin Muhammad Fatimi. I'm from SOFI and was first year and second semester.
Okay, and
today I will representative as a committee from the Science Behind Fasting, which is one of our program in SOFI's program.
alright, and
Okay, so I'm Ahmad Azhar bin Azhar, also the program manager for SOFI Stellar Ramadan, and also from the Department of Fiqh and Usul Al-Fiqh, and I am also the president for the Secretary of Fiqh and Usul Al-Fiqh.
see, alright, thank you guys so much for making time to join me and our listeners today. So maybe we can start by asking, how is your Ramadan so far?
Alhamdulillah, a bit of tired, but as usual, we just bantai.
Okay, for me, I think this my first time experience because I fasting in our campus.
I see, yeah, because it's your first year.
Yes, which before this I'm fasting at home with my family, but this time feels miss my family also.
Okay, but it's different.
Yes, different.
Right, so let's jump right into the questions that we have about your program today. Brother Azhan, as the program manager for, am I getting that right?
Yes.
Okay, yes. For SOFI Stellar Ramadan, can you tell us about the inspiration behind choosing the name Stellar Ramadan and what this program aims to achieve?
Okay, so basically, how do we achieve the name Stellar Ramadan? Okay, Stellar, basically, it means a constellation of stars or planet. Okay, so what does this star and planet usually have in common, in which they have radiance? Okay, so sama juga dengan kita punya program, we try to emulate that kind of radiance, in which we try to spread our, what you call that, our goodness lah, or our like fundamental knowledge about Ramadan. So that's basically how we get the name Stellar Ramadan.
Okay, and what about like what the program? What's the program like? Not what it's about, but like what does it aim to achieve? Like what is it supposed to benefit?
Okay, so basically when we are talking about the month of Ramadan, there are three main pillars that we should take about. Okay, so firstly the pillars of physical, and then we've got spiritual and also intellectual. So basically all of the program that we have organized is it's aimed to tackle this issue. Okay, for example, on the physical aspect, we've got programs such as Iftar Nak Kasih and also free food distribution, in which we try to spread our goodness on a physical way with others. Okay, and then also from a spiritual aspect, we've got programs such as Tilawat Ramadaniyah and also Qiyamulai with under the Kembara 1000 Bulan. And also from an intellectual aspect, we've got programs such as the science behind fasting and also our series 1.0, do's and don'ts before Ramadan.
I see. All right. So, from what I can tell so far, from what I know so far about this program, it's very encompassing. Like it encompasses like a lot of aspects that I guess you would say would be a concern for the students during Ramadan.
Yes, agreed.
Exactly, yes.
Right. So, we are very we are very delighted to know more about the program. But before we go deeper into our topic, let's take a short break. Stay tuned with us on IMFM, your campus radio. We'll be right back.
Binti Azlan, Assistant Head Quranic Project JKQ IIUM. Jangan lupa dengarkan hashtag dan dakwah setiap hari Rabu hanya di IIUM FM, your campus radio.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhana binti Nur Azlan and I am Bahim student. Ini doa yang di-sharekan oleh doktor saya sendiri, iaitu Dr. Beta, hashtag Inhad. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma kfina bihalalika an haramika wa aghnina bifadlika amman siwak. That means, Ya Allah, cukupilah kami dengan yang halal sehingga kami tidak memerlukan yang haram, dan kayakanlah kami dari sisimu sehingga kami tak berharap pertolongan selain darimu. So, may Allah guide us to consume only what is halal and tayyib. Amin. Itu sahaja daripada saya. And don't forget to listen on IIUM FM, your campus radio.
Hi guys, DJ Izlan here. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok at IIUMFM, your campus radio.
You are tuning to IIUM-FM,
The first radio station to live stream 24 hours non-stop, bringing you the best in music and exclusive content.
Stay connected with IIUM-FM, your campus radio.
Hey guys, you're back with us for the exclusive interview with SOFI Stella Ramadan. I'm DJ Shara with our guests, Brother Azhan and Brother Adam, here to keep you informed. Right, so let's jump right back into what we were discussing. Feel free to answer, both of you. Can you guys briefly share the highlights planned during the events that the participants can look forward to?
Okay, so basically our Stella Ramadan consists of 12 programs. Okay, programs such as, this is according to the chronology, we've got programs such as RTR Ramadan, Ramadan Turah Recitation, basically a program with collaboration within the RK society such as UDC, KUSA and ALA. Okay, and then we've got programs such as SOFI Free Food Distribution and also programs such as SOFI Iftar Nak Kasih. And then during the second week, we've got programs such as the science behind fasting, and also we've got SOFI Iftar Jama'i and SOFI Bubur Lambu. And then during the third week, we've got programs such as Hawa Series 2.0, and also we've got a talk, a collaboration talk with Mahala Zubai, in which we will invite Dr. Kamil Jamilin, if I was not mistaken. And then during the fourth week, we've got SOFI Tilawah Ramadaniyah, in which it is also a collaborative program with IRK societies such as KUSA, ALA and URSI. So shout out to them.
I see. All right. So that's okay. That's a lot. I lost track of when he was listing. I zoned out. Right. So obviously these are a lot of sub programs, and it's not just, it's one big event with a lot of smaller events underneath it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Right. So Brother Adam, as the committee for the Science Behind Fasting talk, why is it significant for students to join this program? Like, what sets it apart from other talks?
Yes. Firstly, I want to highlight that we know, as a Muslim, we are obligatory to fasting in Ramadan, which is we know that IIUM is full of Muslim students which is live here. So these programs is target and aims to bridge the gap between the religious practice and scientific understanding among all the students, which is in fasting in Ramadan. It's not just about we fasting, but we understand we understand the scientific process when we fasting in Ramadan, such as, do you know that when we fasting, we can enhance our metabolism, we can ensure our body health, our cognitive resilience, so that many of benefits that we can take from this program, and student must join this program to take the knowledge and get the insights from these programs.
I see. So this, from what I understand, it's basically like making students understand that fasting
yes.
is not just
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, it's not just spiritual.
Yes.
It's not just beneficial for you spiritually, but there are also biological aspects. That,
exactly.
all right. Okay. So, is there any scientific knowledge of fasting in spiritual and mental aspects, and why is it significant that students understand this?
Yes, as I know that I have been researched before, which is after we wake up from the sleep and we take the sahur.
Okay.
And after the sahur, we must not sleep after the sahur because it can affect our digestive systems.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's fun fact, which is must apply to all Muslims. And when the iftar is begin, we should consume not a lot, but which is sederhana.
Average.
Yes, average, moderate. Because we want to perform our solah, our tarawih, so it can help us to perform our obligation as Muslim, which is ibadah.
How about you guys? Like, how are you coping with, like, how personally are you following those tips that you share with our listeners?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like, do you guys sleep after sahur?
Or if I say I not sleep, it's like sometimes, but I always after sahur I did not sleep because I must perform our ibadah, that because this is the blessing months, which is if we do ibadah, it what we call that, berlipat kali ganda our ibadah.
It multiplies.
Yes, multiply.
How about you, Brother Azan? Do you have any special tips on staying awake after subuh?
For staying awake, I think I do, because normally I would walk to the masjid for the subuh prayer, because
okay.
because for me the air is very refreshing, and then this chance is very rare for me. Okay, so because usually when we are in another month, then we usually will sleep after subuh. So for me, this is a chance that I should grab it.
I see. So for the brothers, you'd recommend them going to the mosque?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And then we've also can do some brief walk after our sahur, so that it could help with our digestive system.
All right. So, well, you heard it here, folks. You guys can walk to the mosque or brisk walk right after your subuh prayers to stay awake. Looks like we are getting more lively. I hope the listeners are still engaged in our sessions. Let's take a short break and stay tuned with us on IMFM, your campus radio. We'll be right back.
Got a sweet tooth? Dive into the world of halal gummies at Mix and Mix Candy Store. With a rainbow flavor, there is something for everyone. Loaner pack just for 4 ringgit, family-friendly pack at 11, People's pack at 19. Shop now on Shopee or TikTok and follow us on Instagram at mixandmix.official for the latest sweet tips. Mix and Mix Candy Store, your go-to for halal gummies that will make every bite sweeter.
Iman adalah mutiara di dalam hati manusia yang meyakini Allah Maha Esa, Maha Kuasa. Tanpamu iman bagaimanalah merasa diri hamba padanya. Tanpamu iman bagaimanalah menjadi hamba Allah yang bertakwa. Iman tak dapat diwarisi dari seorang ayah yang bertakwa. Ia tak dapat dijual beli, ia tiada di tepian pantai. Walau apapun caranya jua, engkau mendaki gunung yang tinggi, engkau merentas lautan api, namun tak dapat jua dimiliki jika tidak kembali pada Allah. Iman adalah mutiara di dalam hati manusia yang meyakini Allah Maha Esa, Maha Kuasa. Tanpamu iman bagaimanalah merasa diri hamba padanya. Tanpamu iman bagaimanalah menjadi hamba Allah yang bertakwa. Sama-sama. Iman tak dapat diwarisi dari seorang ayah yang bertakwa. Ia tak dapat dijual beli, ia tiada di tepian pantai. Walau apapun caranya jua,
Assalamualaikum. Good evening, everyone. You're still tuning in with me, your favorite campus radio, IIM-FM. I hope our listeners are still energetic enough to pay attention to the events that we are discussing for today. Right, so let's jump right back in. Could you guys share more on the interesting programs that will be conducted, like from what you've told us briefly, Kembara Malam Seribu Bulan and Radiance of the World, Tilawah Ramadaniyah, to the listeners? Like, what are these programs all about?
Okay, so I will start with Kembara Seribu Bulan. So basically, Kembara Seribu Bulan is an initiative in which we try to do a collaboration with Masjid Gombak Utara, in which the idea is to have a masjid hopping. The idea is, but because this is our first program like this, so we try to do a closer masjid with it. So we try and approach Masjid Gombak Utara, and we ask them for a collaboration, in which our own student from our department will be the imam for the Qiyamulai. So basically that is the idea of Kembara Seribu Bulan.
Oh, I see. And logistically, how is that working? Do the students go there themselves? You guys provide transportation for the students to participate? How is that looking?
Logistically, since the venue is quite close, so we opted for the student to go by themselves. Transportation is not provided.
I see. All right. And Tilawah Ramadaniyah, what's that looking like?
Okay, Tilawah Ramadaniyah basically is a tilawah, as the name goes, and then it's some sort of tadabbur program in which we approach society such as KUSA, Quran and Sunnah department, and also UDC, Usuluddin, and also ALA, Arabic literature, in which we try to make a mass gathering for tilawah. So this is basically the idea of the Tilawah Ramadaniyah. So we will have our majlis khatam Quran, and also we're going to recite the Quran in a mass gathering. So that is the idea.
Okay, so obviously these two sub-events, I guess you would say the scale is quite large. Could you guys share with us like any of maybe the struggles that you faced while prepping for this program? Because we talked a bit off camera a bit on how long it has taken. So any exciting stories while you were preparing for this program?
Okay, from Muzaini first.
Okay, from me, I think this is also my first experience because I'm become a MC from one program.
Okay.
And also I have also committee to one program, which is Ramadan Turas recitation, which is I representative as special task.
Okay.
But for me, it's a bit challenging for me to be a MC, because before this I have no experience to become an MC, but I challenge myself to be a good MC. Sorry. So basically this helped me to enhance our, which is communication skills, critical thinking, in preparing script to talk in front of everyone, which is it built my confidence also. So but my experience to be a special task in Ramadan Turas recitation, which is it teach me to work as a team with my friends, with different gender.
I see.
So because as I'm the school of the religious background.
Okay.
So I have no experience working with the different gender. So
I
this is my first experience lah.
Oh, so you were from like a boys only.
Yes.
Understood. Okay, and how about like administrative wise? Because obviously the scale for this program is big, but at the same time, this is, I would say, the first time that your secretariat has conducted such a large program. So you guys don't have anything to base off of it off. So like how was that for you? How was that experience?
Okay, from an administrative perspective, then I would say that this is a major program, okay, in which it involves a month program, okay, and then this is also the first program for our tenure, an official program for our tenure, in which we have chosen to be the new lineup, if I was not mistaken, during the 11th or during the 12th week. Okay, so after we have been elected, and then we immediately proceed with planning for this program. Okay, so basically the preparation starts from week 12, the same week that we have been appointed, and then we proceed and we fight through many correction, many proposal amendment from the kuliah. So alhamdulillah, we have finished all of the administrative jobs before the beginning of the final examination, if I remember it correctly.
I see. So obviously this wasn't easy. There were a lot of struggles.
Yes.
Let's say. Okay. So because it's such a big program. Looking ahead, how do you guys see this event to help increase participants' faith and improve their ethical conduct during the month of Ramadan? Like, how do you see all of the events that you guys conduct benefiting the students?
So for me, I think this program can attract more students to perform ibadah, which is as we mentioned that program that be held in this university, like Kembara 1000 Bulan, which is this program encourage to all students to wake up on before Fajar to do tahajud, solat sunat taubat, which is I know it's sunat for us.
Yep.
But for me, as a Muslim, we must perform our ibadah to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, like doing tahajud. I think.
All right. We'll get more into that because I do want you like what do you guys think on like ibadah-ibadah sunat,
Yes.
like stuff like that. But right after a short break, we'll be right back. Keep tuning into IMFM, your campus radio.
Hi, I'm Fathul Fansuri. So don't forget to listen #dan.wah at 2 to 3 p.m. just on IIUM FM, your campus radio. So let's go.
الحديث 17 عن أبي ذر الغفاري رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فيما يرويه عن ربه عز وجل أنه قال: يا عبادي إني حرمت الظلم على نفسي وجعلته بينكم محرما فلا تظالموا. يا عبادي كلكم ضال إلا من هديته فاستهدوني أهدكم. يا عبادي كلكم جائع إلا من أطعمته فاستطعموني أطعمكم. يا عبادي كلكم عار إلا من كسوته فاستكسوني أكسكم. يا عبادي إنكم تخطئون بالليل والنهار وأنا أغفر الذنوب جميعا فاستغفروني أغفر لكم. يا عبادي إنكم لن تبلغوا ضري فتضروني ولن تبلغوا نفعي فتنفعوني. يا عبادي لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم كانوا على أتقى قلب رجل واحد منكم ما زاد ذلك في ملكي شيئا. يا عبادي لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم كانوا على أفجر قلب رجل واحد منكم ما نقص ذلك من ملكي شيئا. يا عبادي لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم قاموا في صعيد واحد فسألوني فأعطيت كل واحد مسألته ما نقص ذلك مما عندي إلا كما ينقص المخيط إذا أدخل البحر. يا عبادي إنما هي أعمالكم أحصيها لكم ثم أوفيكم إياها فمن وجد خيرا فليحمد الله ومن وجد غير ذلك فلا يلومن إلا نفسه. رواه مسلم وكذلك الترمذي وابن ماجه.
On the authority of Abu Dhar al-Ghifari, may Allah be pleased with him, from the Prophet, may the blessings and peace of Allah be upon him, is that among the sayings he relates from his Lord, may he be glorified, is that he said, O my servants, I have forbidden oppression for myself and have made it forbidden amongst you. So do not oppress one another. O my servants, all of you are astray except for those I have guided. So seek guidance of me, and I shall guide you. O my servants, all of you are hungry except for those I have fed. So seek food of me, and I shall feed you. O my servants, all of you are naked except for those I have clothed. So seek clothing of me, and I shall clothe you. O my servants, you sin by night and by day, and I forgive all sins. So seek forgiveness of me, and I shall forgive you. O my servants, you will not attain harming me, so as to harm me, and you will not attain benefiting me, so as to benefit me. O my servants, were the first of you and the last of you, the human of you and the jinn of you, to be as pious as the most pious heart of any one man of you, that would not increase my kingdom in anything. O my servants, were the first of you and the last of you, the human of you and the jinn of you, to be as wicked as the most wicked heart of any one man of you, that would not decrease my kingdom in anything. O my servants, were the first of you and the last of you, the human of you and the jinn of you, to rise up in one place and make a request of me, and were I to give everyone what he had requested, that would not decrease what I have, any more than a needle decreases the seed it put into it. O my servants, it is but your deeds that I reckon up for you, and then recompense you for. So let him who finds good praise Allah, and let him who finds other than that blame no one but himself. It was related by Muslim, also by At-Tirmidhi and Ibn Majah.
With me, DJ Shaura at IMFM, your campus radio, and we are still in the studio with our guests, Brother Adam and Brother Azhan. Yes, right. So for this segment of obviously we've heard a lot about the programs, how it can benefit the students, the struggles that you guys faced to conduct this program. How about because this program was conducted by IRK students, obviously the big majority, you guys also aim to target IRK students as the participants. How can this relate to your courses respectively?
Okay. So, from my perspective, which is in our subject that we learn, which is we have fiqh siyam, which is fiqh siyam that we learn about how fasting, the kaedah, which is we apply in fasting. So, I want share one powerful verse of ayat Quran, which is A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaikumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Okay, so from this ayah which is highlighted and outlined that all the Muslims is obligate to fasting in Ramadan. But if they have which is we call keuzuran, so they can fast lah. So I think that's as a fixed student we can apply from this ayah, which is we must fast in Ramadan. Okay, so I want also share my experience when I'm fasting in campus, which is I'm not just only focus on ibadah, but I spend my time with my friends too, which is when iftar we do masjid hopping, we go to any masjids around the Gombak, around the KL, and we try the delicious food at Gombak, which is sell at the bazaar, and find the place that we can have a iftar. So that's a memorable experience for me lah, that I remember forever with my friends in here.
Okay. And how about you, Brother Hassan?
Okay, so I believe that Adam had covered from a fixed student, so I will be covering from a Bahim student. Okay, for you guys' information, our department are divided into two major studies, which is fiqh and also halal management. Okay, so when we are talking about Bahim studies, then we usually will be talking about scientific facts. Okay, this the same thing goes in which one of our speaker, especially during the science behind fasting, our speaker Dr. Yusliza is also one of the lecturers for Bahim studies. Okay, so we will be diving through the month of Ramadan basically from a scientific perspective. Okay, for example, like the enzyme and hormones, all of that we had been learning that in our studies. So don't ever say that the fixed student never learn scientific facts. You are very wrong.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, you guys learn. I think, yeah, like exactly. There's a lot of misconceptions about what you guys are learning because it's, you know, your kuliah is IRK, so it's like only religious things.
Agree.
But I think from what I understand, because Islam is like it's solely rooted to somehow. I mean, we are Muslims and Islam exists to guide our lives.
Yes.
So like biological things as well, it also exists in our religion.
Yes.
Agree.
Islam is comprehensive.
Yes, exactly. Right, and these are the things that you guys that the participants will be able to learn when they participate in your programs about the enzymes and stuff. Yes.
Inshallah, okay.
Inshallah.
We'll be outlining these things.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. No, go on.
I want to add because for my batch, for fixed students, we can take the halal management as a minor.
I see.
So, they have the prerequisite, which is we must get a minus in one subject, which is called fiqh Islami. So they can take the halal management in minoring. So at the same time, we can
Balance
science
between scientific and religious facts. Agree with that.
All right. So, well, now the more you know, now the listeners know how they can minor,
Yes.
as well as I guess you would say the correlations between our faith as well as our biological movements. Right. So we will be right back to wrap up today's session. Keep tuning into MFM, your campus radio.
SPM is over, but I don't know what's next.
Same. Too many choices and I'm confused.
Then, let's go to Jom Masuk You. It's organized by Ministry of Higher Education on 22nd and 23rd February 2025 at IIUM Kuantan. We can get all the info about universities, courses and also scholarships.
Wow, that's interesting. Let's go.
Still unsure about your future? Join Jom Masuk You on 22nd and 23rd February 2025 at IIUM Kuantan and unlock your opportunities there.
Explore your creativity with IIUM TV and on air with IIUM FM, your campus radio.
Tiada raja dibaca, biar tulangku menjadi tonggaknya. Islam tetap di puncak, biar imanku terus melonjak.
Welcome back to IMFM, your campus radio. You're still tuning in with me, DJ Shaura, with our guests today, and we are sadly nearing the end of today's session. So, before we wrap up, obviously I have one more question for you guys, which is the most important questions for all our listeners that are listening today. How can IIM students, especially fiqh and usul fiqh students, get involved as participants, and where can the listeners find more updates about your program?
Okay, for the listeners, if you want to receive any update, then you could tune in into our social media, SOFI IUM. We are quite active in our social media such as Instagram and Facebook, but unluckily, we are not active there. And also we've got a YouTube channel, and also we've got our TikTok channel, and also one of the main advertisement platform that we have is our bot is our bot at the big stairs of IK. Okay, so when you go up the stairs, then you will see our bot, Secretary of Fiqh and Usul Al-Fiqh. So you can receive our latest information from these platforms.
I see. So, you guys are making sure that you utilize all platforms.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Okay.
Engagement.
Yeah, that is true. So make sure you guys keep an eye out as you walk around the campus buildings. So before we wrap up, maybe some last words from you guys? Anything that you would like to say to maybe encourage the listeners to join the program?
Okay, so in my opinion, I think, especially for the first year students, I think I encourage you all to join all the society in this university, to stay active and not apply the 3K, which is cafe, katil, kelas. Okay, so I think to be more productive students, we must active and balance the studying and our co-curriculum. So then I want to emphasize that, which is about the fasting, which is fast is the mere obligations, but it's the approach to our self-improvement, which is we comprehend, at the same time we comprehend the scientific process, psychological benefits in our body, which is if we comprehend the scientific process when we fasting, such as in our body we have neurotransmitters, which is this can boost the dopamine and serotonin, which is this hormone can balance our body, our mental health.
Yes.
So this is important lah to comprehend what is the true meaning of the fasting. At the same time, we apply the scientific understanding.
Okay. And how about you, Brother Azhar?
For me, I would just like to further elaborate on Adam's point, in which for the youngsters, or basically for the first year student, be brave and try to participate more in academic societies such as UMFM, and also especially from SOFI side. Okay, you will gain a lot of experiences and also a lot of challenges, such as what has been described by our brother here.
Yes.
So basically, encouragement to participate in student society. Okay, so I do believe that IUMFM also is recruiting, and we inshallah will be planning to have a recruitment.
Okay.
Inshallah, stay tuned, and that's all from me.
Okay, so you guys heard it here. Stay tuned to not only IRMFM's but also Sofi's social media platforms to get updates on their programs, when it will be conducted, what time, and so on and so forth. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank our guests, Brother Azhan and Brother Adam.
Okay, thank you guys
for being here. Thank you guys so much. And I hope that with everything that they've shared today, you guys will be more excited to join the programs that they have coming up. So, to IMFM lovely listeners, thank you for lending your ear and time to listen to our program. I would love to remind you guys to keep updated with IMFM by following our social media on Instagram and TikTok, and also, of course, not to forget subscribing to our YouTube channel. Right, so stay tuned for our next segment with me, DJ Shaura, only at IMFM, your campus radio. Assalamualaikum. Would you guys like to say bye?
Bye.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Assalamualaikum.
Bye.
Hello everyone, we are from Humanet Radio.
Renta informasi terkini.
Don't forget to tune in to IIUM.FM,
Your campus radio.
When there is no one listening to your problem, talk to him.